Good morning, everyone. It's Donna Maria from DonnaMaria.com and IndieBusinessNetwork.com. And welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to be here with you today. So listen, I'm on vacation and having a great time with my family. I'm actually here in Washington, D.C., which is my hometown. I'm here at my mom's house, and we have just come back from the beach, and we're just having a really super time. And I'm really thrilled to be here. For those of you who don't know me, I am the founder and CEO at the Indie Business Network, and which is a trade organization for makers and handmade entrepreneurs. And what I do is I mentor and train the next generation of entrepreneurs. In particular, the people who make artisan products and all the wonderful things that you find at artisan shops and boutiques and things that you can't get at big box stores. And these products are made on a small scale, oftentimes by family members, husbands and wives, sometimes their children. They grow their businesses and turn them over to their children and leave an amazing legacy of entrepreneurship and financial independence to their family. And that's what I'm all about personally. That's what the Indie Business Network is all about. And here at DonnaMaria.com, I train people on how to do that. So I'm excited to be here. If you're here live, welcome. If you're watching on the replay, please leave me a replay note so I can stop by and see you. And of course, I will answer any questions that you have. Today, I'm going to be talking about the top 10 things you need to be successful in your business. But before I get to that, I want to thank Black Biz Live for allowing me to be here with you today. Black Biz Live, as you may know, is an organization that is managed by three ladies who feel that it's important to connect African American owned businesses to the world. And that's what they do. And I'm a member of that organization. And as a part of that, I get to go live every now and then inside their community to meet with everyone. So shout out to Black Biz Live and Pamela Jenkins of Coils by Nature, Adia Rogers, the Trendy Socialite, and Christine St. Ville of Moms in Charge No I. So let's just dive in. And you guys, if you know someone who needs this information, please share this because I don't teach people how to start businesses. I teach people how to grow them, how to manage them, and how to lead them successfully. Because honestly, anyone can start a business, right? It happens all the time. Probably a lot of you and your friends and family members have started businesses. But what you need to start a business is not necessarily what you need to grow that business. So what I help people do, because I've got 20 years of experience running a business, not multiple businesses and over here and over there, and then I started this and then I started that and bright shiny objects. No, one business. One business that has multiple facets to it, but it's one business. So if that's the kind of thing that you want, and we're all about here, the 6 F's, okay? The 6 F's of the lifestyle CEOs: family, freedom, fitness, flexibility, fun, and finances, not necessarily in that order. Those are the things that are our core values here at where I teach at DonnaMaria.com and also the Lifestyle CEO, because a Lifestyle CEO is a person who owns a business, not just for financial reasons, but also to enjoy all the benefits of entrepreneurship. And those 6 things are core. So let's just dive in, okay? The 6 things, top 10 things that you need to be successful, long-term, sustainable, and profitable in a business, okay? The first thing you're going to need, and these may surprise you, first thing you're going to need is time. Okay, no matter what you do, you are going to need time. I don't care what kind of business you have. So if you're new to entrepreneurship and you're excited and you're on fire and you're ready to go and you haven't thought about the time in every day and how you manage it and how you're going to manage it as your business grows, you need to stop right now and think about that, okay? Because a lot of people don't. And when you get started, you have all the time in the world because you don't have any customers. You don't have any returns. You don't have any complaints. You don't have people talking to you on social media. You don't have a lot of issues going on. You got a lot of time, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to look at your weekly schedule, and you're going to need to carve out about 20 hours a week at a minimum. Right? And 20 hours is a minimum, okay? I'm saying this probably mainly for people who might have a full-time job and they're starting up a side hustle. 20 hours. That's a lot of time. So you're going to have to dig some of that time out of your sleep. You're going to have to dig some of that time out of your family time, your friend time. You're going to have to dig some of that time out of your other obligations to hobbies and things like that. And you're going to have to dig some of that time, maybe even out of your, your work schedule. Like, how can you make, if you have a job, your work schedule more flexible so you'll be able to do that? All right, so make sure that you have that, because one of the chief complaints and problems I see as people grow is, I don't have enough time. Like, you got to know in advance that you need some time. Okay, you're going to need more time than you need money. A lot of people stress out about the money. I need a grant. I need a loan. No, you don't. You need more time. That's what you need. Okay, so time is the first thing. The second thing is you need some goals, right? You need some goals, and you need the discipline to follow through with those goals. You need to set the goals, and you need to manage the goals, and you need to have tracking, some sort of tracking mechanism. All right, because I was having a conversation with someone yesterday who was sharing, that things aren't going well at the trade shows and markets that she's doing. And so she was asking people, how can I make them more successful? And she was getting great advice. And then I had a question. My question was, is that what you want to do? Is that your goal? Is it your goal to make money selling things at markets and shows? And she said the answer was, really, that's not my goal. And I'm like, well, you have all this great advice from people who are telling you how to do things that aren't your goal. Okay, so you need to know what you want. You have to be able to nail down exactly what you want. Because if you don't do that, then you're going to be chasing rabbits. Okay, and you can't catch rabbits, right? They don't make themselves easy. You got to set goals, and you got to know what you want to do so that you can spend your time doing the things that lead you to the fulfillment of those goals. Okay, then you need some discipline. Number 3 is discipline. All right, because entrepreneurship is fun in a lot of ways, but it's also doing the same thing that's not fun over and over and over and over again. It's sending out a newsletter every Thursday at 3:00. That can be boring after a while. It's vital that you do that, but it can also be, boring. Okay, making sure you pay your hosting fees. Discipline. You've got to be able to discipline yourself to do the things that you need to do in your business, even when you don't feel like doing them. Okay. Number 4, you need yourself some thick skin. All right. Because thick skin is something that you don't have a whole lot of time to grow in business. Okay. You need to make up your mind immediately and in the beginning that you're going to grow some thick skin. You're not going to be insulted by people. My mom, y'all, she keeps her house really hot. You're not going to be insulted by people. You're not going to be upset with people when they, when they return their products or when they're mean to you in the emails. Y'all, I get that all the time. People are mean. They are just mean. You just got to deal with it. You can't get into fights with everybody. You might be right, but you don't want to spend your time always being right, because that may not get you anywhere. Okay, so you got to develop some thick skin. You got to be able to be nice to the people who aren't nice, because they're your customers and they're going to come on social media and say all kinds of things about you. Okay, so there's an art to this. Like, I've been doing this for 20 years, so you'll get better as you grow and as you advance in your business. But I want you to know in advance, you need to do that. Okay, so you also need, number 5, I think we're in number 5, you need some phone skills. All right, now that means you have to have a grip on technology and what it can do to help you grow your business. Because in your phone, which I'm on right now, you have a little powerhouse. You can go live almost anywhere you want to, on almost any social media outlet for free, and reach your target customers. So you need to just get with that program. Okay, so if you're not willing to put your face out there, don't get started. Like, you need to put yourself out there in your business. It's just no way around that today. 10 years ago, maybe. Today, no way around it. So if you don't like it, you need to figure out how to deal with that. Okay, you need to figure out how to deal with that. And this goes back to knowing what you want. Like, if you really want a business, you need to know in advance. It's not all about how great your products and services are. You've got to get out there and tell people about them, because nobody else is going to do that. And you've got to find the best way to do that. And the best way to do that today is with your phone. Okay? Let's see. Number 6, you need community. Okay, you need community, and you need 2 types of community. You need an inner community, and you need, let me watch my time, an outer community. Okay, your inner community are the people who help you, who you cry to. Perhaps there are other people in your industry, maybe your mastermind partners, other entrepreneurs. Hopefully, a lot of them will be entrepreneurs because they get it. Right? You can cry and complain to your inner community of family members who are doing great on their full-time jobs, but they won't get the entrepreneurial crying that you're doing, and you're going to be doing some crying. I should add tissues to this list, right? That's number 11, get some tissues. So you've been doing a lot of crying, okay? But you want to do that in private to your inner community. Then your outer community is the people who love your products and services and are willing to help you by buying them and also telling their friends, okay? That's your outer community. The people when you host a meetup who come to the meetup. The people who when you go live on Facebook show up. Or if they don't show up live, they show up later and they tell their friends and they comment to you and they let you know that they appreciate you. That's your community. Okay, and you need both of those types of communities to be successful in your business. All right, number 7, I think you need flexibility. All right, because the business you start today is not the business you're going to be running in 5 years. It's just not. Maybe not even in 2 years. All right, so you need to be able to see when you're going down a wrong path or a path that's not going the direction you want it to do, which goes back to your goals, have some goals. When you're not moving toward those goals, you're going to need to pivot. You're going to need to turn that train around. All right, I call it like turning a cruise ship around. It's not like turning a little speedboat around. You turn around. It's not like that, okay? When you have a business, turning it around is more like deftly and carefully maneuvering a big cruise ship, because it turns around slowly. Like you can turn around on a dime in your head, and you can start implementing slowly, but depending on how old your business is, you can't just change everything and the next day you're something else. Okay, you can do that. Very rare cases that can be successful, but usually you kind of have to steer it a little bit. You kind of got to get behind that wheel and make it go slowly in a particular direction so you can bring people with you. And you know how people are. They're like, okay, this is where I'm going. And then when you turn everything around, they're like, where are we going? I thought we were going here and now we're going there. So you need to be deft. You need to be careful, and you need to be intentional about how you turn it, but you need to be flexible. Okay, another thing that you need is you're going to need curiosity. All right, you guys, when you have a question, don't always go to a Facebook group and ask it. Okay, get on Google and look it up yourself. Now, I'm not saying don't go into your community and get help. Definitely do that, but try and figure out some things yourself. I've been in so many groups and I see people go in and go like, what hosting company should I use? It's like, well, we don't know. We don't know what kind of business you have. We don't know how much money you have. We don't know anything about you. Like, how do we know what kind of hosting company you should use? Like, look some stuff up yourself. And when you go into a group, come in as a leader. Come in as, okay, my name is Donna. I'm starting a business and I need a hosting company. I have found these 3. Here's what I think so far. What do you guys think? Now, that's something people will help with because they can sink their teeth into that. Like, they can actually help you with that. All right, they don't have to guess about you and take all their time. They're busy too, right? Especially if it's an entrepreneurial group. So do some research, and then if you have questions after you do your research, ask those questions and get the help you need. Okay, let's see. Determination. I think that's number 9. You need determination, right? You definitely need to have persistence and determination, because you need to just put the pedal to the metal and not stop. Just not stop. So many people, they get in and they realize it's hard. Okay, so I'm going to tell you in advance, it's hard. It's hard, it's hard, it's hard. Like, if you don't like hard, don't start with a business of your own. But honestly, I think every work is hard. Like, having a full-time job is hard. Like, what's easy about getting up early in the morning, taking the metro, dressing a certain way, because at most jobs you have to, either a uniform or certain sort of style. Then you got to get there at a certain time, their time. You got to have staff meetings. You got to work on other people's schedule. Like, that's hard. That's not hard for everyone, but it was hard for me. That's why I left my job. I'll have to tell you that story one day. Just quit it. Bam, boom, 2 weeks notice, bye. Loved my job, but also left my job so I could create a legacy and something that was important to me, and be a lifestyle CEO. So you need to be able to have determination. And number 10 is patience. Y'all, you need some patience. Like, I see so many people get started and they're like, it's not working. It's like, how long you been in business? 12 months. That's not long enough. That's not long enough for it to work. 24 months, barely long enough. Probably not long enough for you to make a profit. 3 years, if things are not starting to turn in the right direction after 3 years, I'm not saying you're making gobs of money either. But if they're not starting to turn around in the right direction after 3 years, a little bit, if you're not seeing movement, then you want to get concerned after 3 years, not the beginning of the 3rd year mark, after 3 years when you're going into 4 years, okay? And don't be surprised if it lasts 5. I'm gonna tell you the truth, you guys. All these people on Facebook and elsewhere saying, well, you can get this up and running 3 months, 6 months, whatever. You know, there may be some of that, but you know, results are not typical, shall we say. Okay, I want to be real with you. I want you to know what you're getting into, and I want to help you. I want to mentor you and guide you. All right, so those are the 10 things that you need. I think I got to 10. If I didn't, I'll make sure I comment below because I'm running out of time. We need to go to the next person here on Black Biz Live today. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. What are your questions? What are your experiences in these things? Do you have thick skin? Do you have community? Do you have some phone skills? Do you need to improve on those? Have you really looked at your time? Do you know how much time you need for your business? And are you setting your life up that way? How's your thick skin? Are you curious, doing your own research? Are you being patient? Okay? Those are the things, I don't care what business you have. Those are the things you need at the beginning of your business, and they're the things you need 20 years in. I'm here to tell you. So if you focus on those things and you make those things work, then you are way ahead of the game when it comes to building a long-term, profitable, successful, and fun, most importantly, fun business. Should be fun business. I'll see you next time on the Lifestyle CEO Show. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.